Dear all, welcome to Financial Rapport. Here in this channel, we bring time to time interesting facts, articles, news, information, and share our opinions and views. So, I came across today a very interesting article from CNBC by Tom Corley. It was published on Wednesday, Feb 22, 2023. Thanks, Tom, and thanks, CNBC, for this article. We will not go line by line. We will touch base on the crux of this article. Then I will put my opinions, my personal views in this, and let's discuss together. This article is about, I spent 5 years interviewing really patientful and enduring task for continuously 5 years interviewing 233 millionaires. Here's the number one career move that made them rich. Right off the bat, I could say this is of course a big number. This guy have done a wonderful job, but 233 itself is a very small sample space, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. But it's good. Then another thing I would say is, yes, he has panned out some points. Bullet points will go over, but in my opinion, anybody making this kind of move, of course, at that time they were not millionaires. Then in the future they became millionaires. I would say it's a thirst. It's a thirst that really push or propel them to be. I mean, maybe in a philosophical way I'm going into, but I personally think, in my opinion, that is the thirst which does this. Let's spend quickly some bullet points. What are the points this guy Tom mentioned, which made the millionaires as millionaire? The moves that make some common points. I mean, he said he spent 5 years and talk about the whatever about habit work was big topic, entrepreneurs 28% were traditional, and all those blah blah. You guys can read in your time, but let me quickly touch base the points. The first point, they were underutilized. Yes, this is a very obvious and common point. They have the thirst. They want to do a lot, contribute a lot, to feel self-content, being really productive, but they were underutilized. And they say, okay, it's a zombie work and it's a repetitive task. That is one point, underutilized. Good. And it has given some example, whatever, right? Now, the second one, they had toxic bosses. I cannot agree more on this, because, first of all, in this world, again, I might go into a little bit philosophy. So in this world, anyway, what I have seen in my personal surroundings, everyone is stressed. The stress from the professional front, from the personal front, from the social front, from the immediate community, friends and families front, everyone is stressed. On top of that, if you have like a bad apple in your job, and that bad apple happens to be your boss, then it's really depressing. So yes, I can't agree more on this point. Managers are demanding, selfish, arrogant, blah blah, have little self-interest. I mean, why they shouldn't be? Again, I'm not taking their side. I mean, I know, I mean, there are some great managers I worked in my past, and I had some kind of I don't want to bash out, but yeah, I couldn't agree more on this point. The third one is their dreaded office culture. These, I would say, that's correct. I mean, of course, there are kind of a sledging, bias, making fun, uncomfortable in some environment people face. So it has quickly given some lines like malicious gossip, front or back, feel sense of anxiety. I mean, it's a stress, I was saying, right? This was the case of one of the individual who was whatever, right? So yeah, toxic environment, agree. But these guys, I mean, I do not even wish anybody to have this. This is the in my personal opinion, this is the worst part if somebody gets. So this is a toxic culture. They weren't paid enough. Of course, this is a part and parcel of life. We have our own financial obligations. We have our own commitments. We have our responsibilities. If we weren't been paid enough, it sucks. It sucks. We don't paid enough or not getting raises. It sucks. Yeah, that is one of the sign to move out. And the next one is draining commute. I believe out of all these points, again, these are my opinion. This is what somebody signed up for even before he or she decides to join this job. This is again my opinion. I think this is what the individual person decides. They know where is the office, they know where is their home or apartment or whatever they stay, and this is what they choose. But these things, they weren't paid enough, is not in their hand. Dreaded office culture, not in their hand. Toxic bosses, not in their hand. Underutilized or not, overutilized, not in their hand. But these, they decide. And this is absolutely in their hand and they choose to do. But yeah, this is one of the points they say. And the last point they say, it says is the industry was unsteady. Again, I might be wrong. It's my personal opinion. In this world of privatization and globalization, all industry are unsteady. Again, I might give, I mean, you guys can think this is a biased statement, but this is my personal opinion. I think in this world, each and every industry is unsteady. Only thing is how much more unsteady or less unsteady. But given it is unsteady, I would say after pandemic, I have seen more ripples, maybe in a good way or a bad way. But in the world of privatization, mostly all are private sectors, right? Regardless which country you are living in and I mean where you stay, most of the jobs are privatization. And this is a globalization, right? Across culture, cross country and all. The industry is born and burn. You burn out to work and finally you burn and crash. So yeah, so this is unsteady. Now I will put some my own personal opinion. As I said initially, that these, regardless of all this, there comes time in life. Again, I I might talk in a little bit philosophical way, but there comes a time in everyone's life that at this time you yourself as a body, internally as a brain, body or hormone, you tend to do such things. That is given. Like when you hit a teen, there are some urge. When you become adolescents, you become adult, young adult and stuff like that. There are some urge and you tend to do. That is the way our body behaves. Same way, these millionaires and whatever the past they choose for whatever reason, I would say they themselves, again, it's my personal opinion, they themselves had this kind of unquenchable thirst and serious urge by themselves building as part of their as a character, personality or body something greater than what they are doing. I think that's a building software inside them. And on top of that, these are the catalysts. Oh, they were underutilized, another excuse. Not excuse, I'm just saying, this is my personal opinion, no offense. And toxic bosses and all these things, right? We say, right, one match, a stick, lights a fire, can burn the entire forest, right? Same way, I think the fire for these kind of people by built-in are there. And these factors give the catalyst for them to take the leap of faith. And yeah, this is a quick video. This is a very interesting article from CNBC, Kote CNBC. Thanks, Tom. And I thought we will discuss together time to time. We'll keep bringing any new, interesting, important news, and we'll discuss all together in this channel. That's about it for today. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one. Peace.